Your Kunesh.
They'll stay firm all winter. Buy 'em before someone else does.
Yeah.
At least we know they can't kill me. But I believe these people will heal me all the way. Help me.
Good morning.
I'd like to make use of the bathhouse's services.
So what are you interested in?
Heal the wounds, bath and laundry.
A bit of everything. Heal my wounds, have a proper bath. Oh, and my garments are in need of laundering.
But of course. Money first, though.
Fine. Here it is.
I'm sure you'll be extremely satisfied. Take care.
As long as I'm not constantly seeing red. Oh my god, that's a long time. Okay, let's go to Ledetchko. And everybody leaves me alone.
I want to get out of here. Glad to fucking see you, Henry.
How you like it at the mill?
How do you like it at the mill, Fritz? It's got to be better than the mines.
It's worse here than at Scarlet's. There you could disappear without anyone noticing. But here...
But why would you want to disappear? Nimoy isn't here.
No, he's not. But the local foreman is an even bigger ass.
I'm not sure that's possible.
You better believe it. I'd like to pay him back for everything and drown him in the river.
What has he done to you?
Drown him? What's he done to you?
It was the first or the second day here. We had a disagreement and I told him off. And then, all of a sudden, we're fighting and that fucker just throws me in the river. I nearly drowned.
Well, how did you get out? I thought you couldn't swim.
I can't. They pulled me out. I was up to my waist in water.
I see. Well, I'd be pretty fucking angry too. So you want to pay him back?
Exactly. I don't give a shit about anything around here, but that bastard's in need of a good trouncing.
And the others at the mill?
What about the others at the mill? Are they awful as well?
The miller's an old fool. He believes every word that comes out of Thomas's mouth. It's hopeless. And then there's the miller's daughter. She's a pretty lass, and kind with it. But what can she do? Nothing. Not that it stops Matthew gonna see her. But Thomas is the root of the problem.
Do you think he's jealous? Is she a sweetheart?
He might make puppy dog eyes at her, but most of the time he just struts about like a peacock. I really don't think she's the problem.
He doesn't. What do you want to do about it?
And what do you want to do about it? Do you think you can come to an agreement?
No fucking chance. Matthew hopes so because he likes it here. It's true the work's better than the mines, but the pay's worse.
So how do you plan on dealing with it? Leaving?
Perhaps. But first, I want to give Thomas a proper trouncing. I mean a real thrashing.
And you think that will help?
Maybe. Maybe it'll knock some sense into that fat head of his. Or he'll be too frightened to mess with me.
That might help.
So why don't you arrange a fight with him? If we win, he'll leave us alone. Oh, we could...
What?
We could lure him off someplace far away and then wait for him. Maybe to play dice with Lawrence. He would have to go through the dark woods.
I'll think about it.
What do you have for training? Fist fighting.
Good luck then.
Man, I don't know if I really want to do any of these. Let's talk to Matthew, I guess.
Good day, Henry.
Greetings, Henry.
I wonder if Matthew likes it. He's just sitting there. You aren't getting on here very well.
I've heard you don't have it easy here.
So you spoke to Fritz then? I bet that wasn't quite how he put it.
No, not quite. Apart from Thomas's name, the rest was mostly swear words.
I can imagine. I've been hearing the same from him all week. The foreman here is a pain in the arse. He's trying either to wear us to the bone or force us to leave.
Is he too hard on you?
Always forcing you to work, is he?
If only. That wouldn't be so awful. But nothing we do is good enough for him. There's always some reason for him to yell at us.
I can imagine.
You know what it's like. We do too little, and it takes us too long, and what we eat's worth more than the work we've done, and it's no fun listening to that sort of shit day after day.
Miller doesn't mind?
And the miller won't stick up for you. I would have thought all the yelling would drive him mad.
Not really. He trusts that loudmouth bastard more than us. He's got us down for a pair of parasites.
I see.
What's so stupid is the mill really needs us. They haven't had any hands here for quite a while, and the mill needs a lot of fixing. But with them around, we can't even get to work.
But he's not working. But you don't provoke him, I hope.
And you definitely don't... You don't ever provoke him?
I've already told you once, he's an arsehole. I'd say there's nothing we can do about it. If he wants to yell at us, he'll yell at us.
Have you tried talking with him?
What do you think? But that just sets him off. He starts saying we're practically bandits, and what he's going to do about it. That gets Fritz going, and he starts yelling too, and...
What do you want to do about it?
And what do you want to do about it? Just run away?
Actually, I'd like to stay here, at least for a bit. I never would have thought I'd like working in a mill, but not with him around. It's unbearable, and there's no one I can complain to. But you could.
Me? Do you think they'll listen to me?
They did once already, didn't they? They hired us because of you. You could have another word with them.
Back then, making promises was enough. Now, it will be worse.
You can forget about the miller. It's Thomas you need to convince. The miller takes his opinion seriously.
Look at the chest hair.
So, will you do it for us? Again?
Fine. I'll try and talk to him.
I'm glad. But try not to get on his wrong side. You won't get anywhere with him then.
I'll keep that in mind.
See you later.
Okay. We're gonna find Thomas. Maybe. We're gonna eat some of the food. And I see nobody here. Hmm. Maybe it's too late in the day.
Right back just this morning. Right. Your people come up once and have a smell.
Yeah, we might have to wait.
Henry, I'm glad you came.
Yeah. Alright. Let's go to... Drink. Let's go to the inn. So probably have to sleep through the night, and then we'll hopefully Thomas is around in the morning.
Ah, Ricky, is he?
He's hanging out over here. See him. Play this guy. Play him for a little bit. Play a hand. Get some rest. Dice.
Care to try your hand at dice?
I can't wait to see how you throw.
Too excited about it. Yeah, it's pretty garbage. That's a 3? Yeah, with the sun shining on there, it's really hard to see.
Your turn.
Dang. Oh my god. 2,400. This is probably about the best I've ever done.
Curses. Why did I even start this game? We'll see.
Wow.
Now you.
Yep.
Use your head, man. You lose everything.
Okay, 3750. Maybe next roll.
Oh,
Tempting fate. Oh.
should I? Shouldn't I? No, I daren't.
Need 250. Do it.
Damn.
11.7 groschen. Which really isn't much.
My respects to you.
I need a place to sleep.
Have you got a bed for the night?
Aye, there's room here. For how long?
Just the night.
Just the one night?
Maybe we'll do a little
All right.
reading.
Money up front, though.
Here you go.
You'll like it here. Like sleeping on a cloud it is. Farewell.
Here we are.
Perfect. A little bit of candlelight to read by. Oh, I already learned it all. Never mind. "12 hours of sleeping." Get some bite to eat and see if we can talk to Thomas. Probably go talk to Timmy. Okay, so we got ancient maps. To do those a little bit later, I think.
Here, enjoy it.
Look what I've got for you. You'll love this.
Yes. Week old deer venison.
I like this just a while ago.
All right, Thomas. Old Thomas.
My respects to you.
How are your carpenters?
So what do you think about the workers I brought you?
If I hadn't put in a good word for them, the miller would have thrown them out by now.
I heard something else.
I heard them say something else.
So they're complaining, are they? I provide for them, and all they do is slack off.
Isn't it the miller who provides for them?
He can't manage the work anymore. If it weren't for me, there'd be nothing left standing around here.
But you need help.
But you need the help anyway. And they're pretty handy.
Maybe, but they're in no danger of overworking themselves. They act like they're too good for the mill, and I saw them eyeing up Jane.
Nothing strange about that. She's a pretty girl, and she's of an age to marry.
It's not marriage they've got on their minds.
True.
They'd have their way with her, then before her belly started to grow, they'd have run for the hills.
Look, we can reach an agreement. You need the mill fixed, they need the money. If they have peace to do their work, they'll be able to finish it faster.
But
And then they'll take their groschen and leave. The mines will open again, and the faster they get their money, the quicker they'll be gone.
do you really think I can trust them to do it? Will they do their work and leave? And leave Jane alone in the meantime?
I'll arrange it.
Of course. They're not interested in the mill. They just need the coin to pay their debts. Once they've got enough, they'll have no reason to stay here.
I never thought we could sort it out this way.
I've known them for a long time, and you can rely on them when it comes to this. Everybody will be better off.
All right. If they keep their part of the bargain, I'll even give them a few extra groschen. But woe betide them if they don't. You can tell them that. Good luck to you.
Okay. Talk to Matthew.
Hey, Henry.
Change his mind.
It took some doing, but I made a deal with him.
I'm glad to hear it. So we can stay here? He'll leave us be?
He'll leave you alone, but there are conditions. Once you finish your job, you'll vanish from here. But you'll get an extra groschen or two for your troubles.
And that's it? I thought... Never mind.
Oh, and you're to stop dallying with the miller's daughter. Keep on mucking about with her and you'll muck things up for yourselves.
The fucking bastard. He can go fuck himself. He'd better give us enough groschen to make it worth it. But I suppose I should thank you. You may have brought us some peace and quiet, and that's better than nothing. Here's something for your help.
Wait. He needs to pay his own debts. He's just giving me a whole bunch of money. Oh, okay. Okay, so let's go find Timmy, which... I think the quickest route might be, yeah, Tomberg. But I could run through here and open it up. Wouldn't mind doing, actually. Here we go. Maybe we'll run into... Actually, I was thinking of maybe run into bandits, but let's... If we do, let's put our gear on. Yeah, I threw away my leggings. It's dumb.
Yeah.
Find some more people, we'll have to get them. Quest giver over here. Samopesh Woods. An herbalist.
God save. How may I help you? Good night.
Can I help you with something?
Is there anything I can do for you?
As it happens, there is. Drahomira, a widow from Ledechko, requested my services. But it's a long way on foot, and me with my back in such dreadful pain. I simply can't face the journey.
Can't
All
even
the way
face
from
me.
Ledechko? What, they don't have a herbalist there?
They do, but she didn't want a local. She's a rich widow, inherited a butcher's shop. You know how folks like to gossip, especially about anyone who's better off than them. Do you know anything at all about exorcisms?
Exorcisms?
You know, banishing ghosts, smudging, spells.
Yeah?
A haunted butcher shop. More than a day's work for me.
It's not a task to be undertaken lightly. This is a real ghost, the spirit of a dead man who hasn't found peace. In order to banish him from the world of the living, you'll need to do a few things.
Slit a black cock's neck on the poor soul's grave?
What a despicable thought! No. Do you know what smudging is?
No.
You'll need 10 poppies and some flowers from the deceased grave. Once you have all that, bring it to the house that's being haunted.
I got the
Light
poppies.
it on fire, and the smoke will purge the place of any unwanted spirits.
Sure.
Sounds like fun. I'll help you.
It's no game. It's a very serious matter. Drahomira was terrified, and these aren't forces to be meddled with lightly.
Fine. Fine. Is there anything else I should know?
That's a question for Drahomira. You'll find her in her cottage on the very edge of Ledechko. Good luck, then.
Okay, so we need to find his grave. Buried right out there? Where would he be buried? I mean, I got the poppies.
Ah, watch where you're going, you lout.
Butcher shop. There it is. Here you're being haunted.
The herbalist Kunhuta sent me. I'm here because of the ghost.
You don't look like you know a thing about ghosts. Why didn't she come herself? Why did she send someone so young instead? Do you know anything at all about exorcisms?
I do.
She was in too much pain to make the journey. But you can trust me. I know what I'm doing.
You'd better. Well, get to work then.
There's a few things I need to know first.
I'd rather you just got on with it. But I don't suppose I've got any choice. So ask.
Oh, what exactly has been happening?
What exactly has been going on?
It happens at night. Every night now an apparition comes to me and I can't get a wink of sleep. I can't take it anymore.
Whose ghost is it?
Whose ghost is it?
His name was Alois and he had a farm not far from Ledechko. A few years ago, his farmhouse burned down with him in it.
I've heard that people who die such horrible deaths seldom rest in peace.
Why do you think he chose you to visit?
Why do you think he chose you of all people?
How am I supposed to know? Maybe because we're neighbors. We grew up together as children.
I suppose that makes sense.
Oh, where's he buried?
Where is Alois buried? For the exorcism, I'll need flowers from his grave.
He's laid to rest in the Sasau cemetery by the wall. His grave is a bit overgrown with vines. I've been there a few times for a visit. The first day he appeared, I prayed at his grave, but he came again just the same.
All right.
I know everything I need to know.
Then for God's sake, perform the ritual as soon as possible.
Now we gotta go to Sasso. Okay, so it should be close.
Ah, I found it. Now to pick the flowers. Right. Now back to Drahomira so I can get this thing over with.
Dandelion. That's his flower. Back and forth, back and forth. Gonna be nighttime? We might be okay. I don't believe it's a ghost, though. I'm wondering if it's somebody.
Damn! Stay away from people if you can't ride a horse.
You walked into me, you a-hole.